name is Garrett Aberle, and I'm from Minot, North Dakota. And for me, the idea of priesthood, or at least attraction towards priesthood, I kind of noticed some when I was younger. Just really being attracted to serving at Mass, and just I found myself when I did serve, I was just so much more focused, and I just really enjoyed being at Mass more. And that was just kind of one little thing from when I was younger. That looking back now, I really see that's kind of like, was the Lord even tugging at my heart even then? But considering it more seriously didn't really come until later. So starting when I was in high school, I started to at least throw the idea around of becoming a priest. So it wasn't necessarily super seriously considered, although it was definitely bothering me, or at least nagging at me, coming back. So yeah, after some time, I eventually shared this with my parents and just kind of like said, okay, I'm thinking about becoming a priest. So I kind of talked with my dad about this, and we talked a little bit about vocations and marriage and stuff too. And then it just kind of subsided for a bit. I didn't really think about it that much because also, at least at the time, there was not much for me to do. So I just kind of started to grow more in prayer. I started at first with the rosary, praying the rosary. And when I was going through confirmation preparation for confirmation, that really lit me on fire for my faith again, and helped me to kind of make my faith my own. And in that time of learning more and more about the faith, that fire within me of desiring God and wanting to live for Him just started to grow more and more. And the idea of priesthood kind of came back. And one manifestation of that, where I really noticed that the Lord was calling me, at least more explicitly, was going on a youth conference. There was options of talks and other resources for those men discerning the priesthood. And I really felt the Lord asking me to do this. However, I resisted. I really didn't want to. I was much more interested in girls at the time. I didn't want to have it. I didn't think it would be work or be for me, even though deep inside, I heard the Lord calling me. Eventually, after consulting a priest, I decided to go to college at the University of North Dakota in Grand Forks. So there, I got very involved in the Newman Center and started going to spiritual direction with the pastor there at the time, Father Luke Meyer, and that was really a great help to be able to like actually talk out what's happening in the spiritual life. Was able to discern much better, and even though there were times where they'd kind of maybe wane or not be in the forefront of my mind, or always the focus of my prayer, the idea of priesthood would kind of still come back from time to time. And after 2 years there, I started considering, okay, I'm about halfway through my degree. Do I want to finish this, or do I need to go now? And after praying about it some, I just realized that, like, I don't actually want to do engineering. Like, I do really want to become a priest. And, like, I didn't see a reason to continue, even though I was just really getting settled there. I had good, strong friends. I was involved in Bible studies with Focus and the Knights of Columbus there. So in some regards, so from the exterior, it seemed like it would be really strange for me to leave all of these strong relationships I made. But I saw like this is really what God was asking, and I had peace in it too. So from that, some things that helped in that were just going on a few discernment retreats that the vocation director invited me on. And really after the last one of those retreats, I was given an application, and after a little bit more praying, even though I had kind of had this in my mind for a really long time, I eventually decided, yes, this is where I want to serve the church.